Hi, my name is Charlene, and this is my personal story. Transformation from an anxiety-ridden basket case to a God-fearing and highly grateful person who is living their life to the fullest. First, let me describe what my life was like for over 20 years. Imagine driving down the interstate. It's bumper-to-bumper traffic, and it's pouring white-out rain. There are large trucks in front of you, behind you, and on either side of you. If you took a moment, which I wouldn't recommend, to look down at your hands, gripping the steering wheel with intensity, you would notice the blood is pulled away from your knuckle joints. It's a pretty scary and intense feeling of anxiety called white-knuckle driving. That, thankfully, only lasts for a short period of time during the incident at hand for most people. However, there are millions of people in the United States alone who suffer from such a state of severe anxiety that they are in an almost constant state of white-knuckling through even the most innocuous activities. Adrenaline pumping, heart racing, sweating, gripping onto whatever to just feel like you have some sense of control over what's going on in your life, even if it's the simplest thing. Not too long ago, I was one of those many people who survived in this manner for over 20 years of my life, like I mentioned before. My first full-blown panic attack occurred when I was 17 years old. I managed to progress through a relatively normal life from outward appearances. However, I was suffering mentally, physically, and spiritually as I white-knuckled my way through every single minute of my life, day and night. So, what changed? How did I get where I am today? I wish I could tell you that it was the years of relentlessly seeking solutions in medical doctors for specific physical symptoms, counselors, self-help books, a lot of them, relaxation techniques, diet, exercise, yoga, and even past life regression were instrumental in my full recovery and freedom from this severe anxiety disorder. But that would be an incomplete truth. It would be like telling you that if you just mix eggs, flour, sugar, salt, baking powder, milk, and vanilla extract in a bowl, it will result in a delicious vanilla cake. What's needed for the cake's transformation from this bowl of goo is about 30 minutes in a 350-degree oven. Similarly, what's needed for a person's transformation from this anxiety-ridden basket case who is just surviving to a fully functional, full of gratitude individual who is living life to the fullest is time spent incorporating the worldly ingredients at hand, like the techniques I mentioned that I used to build my self-confidence, with a fired-up attention to your spiritual confidence. This is what I call Godfidence. It can be said that when we are self-confident, we have a good opinion of ourselves, at least in handling the basic everyday things that happen in our lives. We have an underlying sense of trust in what we know to be true about ourselves, what we're capable of. This intrinsic value held by the self-confident person functions like the keel of a sailboat, that part that goes deep into the water. That it prevents this individual from being blown sideways by the winds of circumstances. This general sense of well-being and good opinion of ourselves can get us through many of life's ordinary storms as we press on toward our goals. However, as there are limits to the effectiveness of any keel in every storm, there are also limits to self-confidence's ability in all of life's storms. Now, granted, being a victim of severe anxiety disorder, it would seem that I was on the extreme. But I went through those 20 plus years working on building my self-confidence. And it did, again, make all appearances that I was doing well from the outside. But don't fall prey to this false belief that you have to be able to do it all based on the ingredients or circumstances you've been given. You have all the self-confidence you need at this very moment, regardless of how you feel about it. You can be transformed too. How? It's time to get fired up with confidence. If you want to learn more about developing confidence, if you want to attain and maintain transformational change, join the conversation. Learn more about my story and confidence by visiting my website, https://Charlene-Yackanich.squarespace.com. And my name is spelled CHARLENE-YACKANICH. Again, at .squarespace.com. I look forward to you joining me to Godfidence and beyond.